You know, it's so funny. I did a little study the other day on the word race. And as I often do, and I guess the pastor in me, I went to the Bible to look up the word race. And you know what? The word race is not in the Bible. The only race that's in the Bible is the one the Lord wants you to run and win. To find the definition, as a matter of fact, God in the Bible never classified his children by race. He classified them by nations, kindreds, tongues, peoples. To find the definition of the word race, you have to go to the dictionary. And the dictionary defines race as a zoological subdivision of humanity created by man. This whole notion of race, I believe, is demonically inspired and man created. God never classified his children by race. And racism is the belief that in those varying subdivisions, and the main three are Mongoloid, Caucasoid, and Negroid. It's almost Darwinian, you know. But racism is the belief that within those varying subdivisions are varying intellectual capacities and capabilities. That is what racism is founded on. And the Negro spiritual, in its own way, spoke out. So often music expresses a culture in a very different way. Some of you know the song Majesty. You know that song. It's really funny. I almost never hear that song sung in a black church. Now, what you will hear is when I didn't have money to pay the rent, Jesus came through on time. That's our definition of majesty. And one of the things that we need to do is learn to openly, wonderfully celebrate the differences. Celebrate the differences. One of my most favorite quotes in the Spirit of Prophecy says, "No two minds are molded alike, and it is good that it is so." Listen, she says, "For if we were more alike, if we were more similar, there would be less harmony amongst us than there is now." She goes on to say that of ourselves and by ourselves, we are imbalanced. And we need to come in contact with minds that are differently organized than our own to give us balance. That's why husbands and wives are often very different. That's so that we can give each other balance. Amen? And the cultures. Our varying cultures are different, but they're there to give us balance.